what did it mean to have that opportunity and go out and capitalize?
I mean, it meant a lot to me. I've been through a lot these last several months. So now that I got the green light finally, and like Tom said, I just wanted to go capitalize on it, and so it really did mean a lot. There's definitely some emotion built up in there for sure, because it these last 7-8 months, even like beyond that, it's never been easy. Honestly, my whole time here hasn't been easy by any means, but I just stuck to it, and I really think that I've grown a lot, and I'm honestly thankful that all of this stuff happened, because it made me a better person, a better wrestler, and I feel like I almost like figured my life out a little bit throughout all the adversity. So I mean, it meant a lot for sure.
Could you expand on what exactly were you facing? What was the adversity that you battled through to get back to this point?
I mean, the adversity, I mean, everybody kind of knows by now what we were going through. Some people, including me, were going through with the gambling stuff. So I mean, kind of, that was a lot of it, and I know that what I did was against the NCAA rules, but I also don't necessarily think that the punishment was just for the actions. But with that being said, I do know that what I did, I can't do that. So that's kind of the adversity that I was going through, and obviously I had to serve like a suspension that was now finally lifted. So just having that, I don't know if you want to call it a weight, but just like, it feels like I'm free, and that's a really good feeling. I'm free, and I love to compete, and I love to be on the wrestling mat, and I couldn't do that before, and now I can, and I had a lot of fun. So
do you think that was kind of the fire maybe that you had inside of you, especially in OT?
yeah, I mean, it's all kind of, it's part of it, because there's some stuff built up in there, you know, like a lot of emotion. Like I said, there's like anger a little bit, but then there's also like optimism. Like I was super excited. I was excited through the roof, and I feel like I did a good job of like kind of compressing it a little bit, because in the past I feel like I've almost sometimes let my emotions get the best of me, and I get nervous, but I felt composed today, and I was ready to go, and I was ready to make the most of it, and I feel like I did that, and there's still a lot to improve on, but I'm just gonna keep getting better.
Was there a point in the match where you felt like you were in control, you know, that it was just a matter of when instead of if, that you're gonna come out on top?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I don't know, I could feel that I was wearing on him for sure, and that was probably more so in the second period. I started feeling that. Even at the end of the first period, I know I didn't get out, but I do feel like especially that last like 20-30 seconds, I made it hard on him, and I feel like the rest of the match I could feel him withering down a little bit. But with that, I also have to be aware, because guys are dangerous when that happens, but I did feel him because of my pressure and my attacks and my snaps and things like that. So just got to keep building.
And how do you do that? How do you build going forward off this?
Take it one day at a time. Right now it's relax and recover, and then whatever the coaching staff has in store for me next, I trust them with everything. So I take it one day at a time, and I'm looking forward to the Soldier Salute already. Next thing on the calendar, but there's some time there, so I'm gonna focus on tomorrow.
Number 11 guy that you get in your first match back, I mean, what does that do for your confidence level to go out and take care of business in a big one like that?
I mean, the number in front of the name to me doesn't mean anything, and it's a common opponent. I've wrestled him before, so I knew a little bit of what to expect, and the guy's game. He's gonna wrestle every time. He's a solid guy, but the number to me doesn't mean anything, but it does. I would be lying if I said I don't feel better after being able to go out and do it because it's been so long. So getting it done when it matters out there, it does help with confidence for sure.
And Coach said you had been talking to him, you wanted it. Talk about your desire to just really like go out and be able to, you know, wrestle in the sport that you love.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I love to compete. I love wrestling. And I mean, I want to go out there and showcase my skills and have fun. I mean, wrestling to me, that's been my life. So when there's outside factors that make it so I physically cannot go out there, when it's time for me to go out there, it's a lot of fun. So I would just say, I mean, I love to compete, I love to have fun, and I love to wrestle. That's what I do.
You surgery suspension, but at the same time, do you feel like this is still really weighing heavily on this team this season, just the situation?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that our team is very resilient, and the bond that we have, the brotherhood that we have is something special, and no matter what comes to us as a team or individually, we will get through everything. And I love all those guys in that locker room, coaching staff, everything. So I don't think it's a big weight because we deal with what comes up and we face it head on and we will get it done.
All right, thanks, Cullan.
Thank you.